The other week, we built a working dinosaur survival game in Jurassic World Evolution 2, and followed the adventures of Dottie the Dryosaurus as she battled through an unfamiliar world filled with unfamiliar predators until she finally, after reincarnating like 13 times, was reunited with her family. This week, we're going to give it another go. We're going to build a new dinosaur survival game, but we're changing things up in a very big way. Once again, using the dinosaur control mod, this time we're expanding our game out and taking control of a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now that gives us a lot of new abilities like believable fence breakouts, combat, and of course, hunting, both on other dinosaurs and on humans. This time around, we're going to play through the game first, so it's a bit of a surprise to you folks at home, you don't know what to expect. But if you do want to see the build process, that will be in the second half of the video. Let's get started. This is Rambo. Rambo the Rex. And Rambo the Rex has unfortunately been contained, captured, caught by a rogue tech organization of some description, a genetics organization. Rambo doesn't know who they are. Rambo doesn't care who they are. All Rambo knows is he spent his life confined to this block of concrete, this square block where he is prodded and poked and experimented on, has his DNA extracted so that he can be the progenitor of these hybrid dinosaurs stored mockingly in the chambers next door. Rambo has had it with this life. He wants to be free. He's tired of being fed these bloodless, static meals. He wants to hunt. He's a natural hunter. It is time for us to break out of this cage that has been foisted upon us. Rambo is not going to take it anymore. It is time to unleash hell and to break out of these shackles. If he'll stop eating. He's a hungry boy. He's a big Rex. He needs food. He needs sustenance, He finally picks his spot. He's finally found a gap, a weakness, an area to be exploited. And yes, it hurts quite a lot, but the fence begins to capitulate under Rambo's furious bashing. He's gonna have a concussion for days, let me tell you. Come on, Rambo, you and me, buddy, we're getting out of here. Let's try to get a nice epic view here from the other side. You and me, pal, you and me, let's get out. Step 1 completed. Now, unfortunately, all we have on the other side is yet more fence. So we must find another way out. Okay, we're going back. We're going back. He's realized he just had to take a minor diversion to smash up that upper fence. Understandable. Come on, Rambo. One more hit, pal. One more hit and we get out of this concrete nightmare. One more hit, buddy. One more hit. I know it hurts, pal. I know it hurts. There we go. Good job. Now, this looks, on the face of it, of course, like freedom. But we are contained by the rolling mountains and hills. And it's all well and good getting out, but Rambo has a home. Rambo was stolen away from his home place, from the place he hunts, from the place he lives, from the colder biome where his feathering keeps him warm. And he has to find his way back to it. Alright, come on, buddy. We can get through here. Into the facility proper. Ignore the Sky Demon to the left. The Sky Demon can hurt us no longer, Rambo. You and me, pal. You and me. You can see the research facility on the right side. That is once cage and now just cage to the hybrid dinosaurs. Derived, of course, from his own flesh, from his blood, from his DNA. They've laid out some food for the next feeding. I wonder if we can grab a meal while we're here. We are weak and weary from our head-bashing escapades. Come on, Rambo. Get the food, buddy. You can do it. You can do it. Just doing a little moonwalk. That's okay. A little moonwalk never hurt anyone. Okay, apparently we're not interested in the food. Alright, we're moving on. We're moving on. So that is the hybrid research facility over there. on the right hand side, you can just about make out the Indominus Rex standing in the shadow, of course, totally occluded from the sun. 2 layers of security. Rambo's never actually seen these dinosaurs, just heard them screaming in the nighttime. There is looks like a Scorpius Rex over there as well. And in the distance, the call of the wild, the call of the park, and the hordes of guests roaming around it. Just see the innovation center there breaching the tree line. We've made it through here relatively safely. No one's tried to stop us quite yet. See if we can finagle our way through here. I've got to be honest, the hitboxes on these items are a lot bigger than I expected when I put this thing together. So there's been a couple of issues, but we're okay. We're getting through it. Come on, Rambo. Come on, buddy. We're nearly there. The end of the research facility, just through this fence at the far side. Oh, we need one more head bashing, baby. One more head bashing. And we have achieved the first real step of freedom. Look, Rambo. Water. Potential food. We must go there. The problem, of course, is Rambo does not know which fence Rambo would like to break. Rambo will simply see a fence and bash his head against it. Rambo has no logic or reason for these things. He just has a deep, deep hatred of fences, which is understandable given what he's been through in his life, of course. And all he knows is the fence must die. If we can do a little bit of damage to this horrible concrete block of a research facility he's been abandoned in for the last 10 years of his life, then damn it, he's gonna do it. Screw you, fence. Come on, Rambo. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. That whole side has been destroyed. It started to make a dent in that one, but here we go. Here we go. Just gotta stick to it now. Just need a few more hits, pal. Just a few more hits to freedom. You can do it. No, don't walk away, Rambo. Oh, no. There we go. Come on, buddy. Just stick with it. Just stick with it. Just a few hits. Just a few hits from freedom. Just a few hits from freedom, pal. We can do this. Yes. Go on, Rambo. 2 hits. 2 hits away from the great beyond. Come on, pal. We can get out of here. Look what we've been through. Already, look what... Yes, Rambo! My hero, right. Let's go have a look inside. So, this looks to be connected to the main park. You see sauropods over there in the distance. Are they part of this exhibit? No, there's another fence in front of us we're going to have to break through in order to get round. This is a gap area between the exhibit over there and the horrible facility we have left in our wake. I'm just making his mind up at the moment, trying to decide what it is he's going to do. Does he need a drink? Is he hungry enough to carry on going? To break a fence? Is it time for a sit down? It's time for a sit down. The goats keep being birthed and then dying. I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the goat thing, maybe they shouldn't have put it in the water. I will say, doesn't the water look beautiful? Those caustics are really coming alive. It looks fantastic. Oh, we might not be able to chase down the goat, but the goat corpse provider has provided some food, some much needed sustenance before the next stage of our adventure. Here we go. There you go, buddy. Look at it. Look at that world of bounty. Yes, beyond the fence. A beautiful world ready for us. Nice big wide open area, and over there a herd of Gallimimus. So this is right now one of the reasons I wanted to try this with a carnivore instead, because what we can do now is actually go on a hunt for ourselves in order to find a food source. We've entered what looks to be a Gallimimus. Oh no. Oh no, he's a very hungry boy. He's not interested in the Gallimimuses. We're going for the much bigger prize. Imagine you watching this as a guest. This Rex has just burst in. And starts tearing apart one of the Brachiosauruses. He's just in there causing absolute mayhem and havoc. You know, Rambo doesn't know what he's doing. It's just, this is a whole new world for him. He's never seen other live dinosaurs. Well, not for a very long time, not for a decade or something, since he saw his last live huntable dinosaur. Meat that moves is a glorious thing, folks. Is it dead or sleeping? Rambo, try to eat it. We'll find out very quickly if we try to eat it. Well, Rambo has deigned himself to finally have a beverage. That's something at the very least. He's decided it's finally time to have a drink. I've been trying to get him a drink for about 20 minutes so far. That's the first time he's decided it's more fun to have a drink and stay alive than it is to ruthlessly murder the Brachiosaurus, who has, I think, now succumbed to its injuries and therefore will provide, hopefully, a good meal for our Tyrannosaurus Rex. Now, this is a cool place to live. You know, we've got dinosaurs to feast on, we've got a water supply. It's a very interesting place, but at least it's a natural place. But it's not his home. And who knows how long we could stay here before things go wrong? Who knows how long we could stay here before park workers and park security begin to take notice of the situation? Rambo is operating on a clock here. It is time for the next stage of the adventure. Rambo sees yet more fence, and he sees beyond that fence the flesh sacks who have tortured him, the flesh sacks who have taken him away from his home all those years ago, and he will not stand for it. And this is really, more than anything else, the reason I wanted to try to do this as a carnivorous dinosaur. Because now what we can do, ladies, gentlemen, sentient balls of light, as we break out and emerge, this looks like a little staff path sort of area, past the staff area down here, into the park itself. And what that means, of course, is that it's hunting season. And look at the flesh sacks run. It's time to hunt, buddy. It's time to hunt. It's time to take our revenge on the creatures that put us here. Get him! Get him, Rambo! Take revenge for what they've done to you. Take revenge for what they put you through. Yeah, you don't know that these were the same ones. Who cares? They look the same. Go on, Rambo. You show them who's boss. He gets to hunt, he gets to feast, he gets to charge down fleeing prey for the first time in a decade, really. Small, edible prey in this strange, confusing land. And you know what? It's food. It's sustenance. Go on, Rambo. Go on, my son. Rambo decides to take a nicely deserved nap in front of the visage of his own face. He's got that kind of ego, you know, he's just one of those guys. And the others may be screaming and fleeing, but he just wants to sleep. He just wants a little nap, a well-deserved rest after the day's tribulations. He isn't home yet. There are more challenges yet to come. And whilst he kind of got away with his bloodletting adventure for quite a time, at some point, you've got to think park security is going to step up and stop allowing this to happen. And as night falls over the park, that is exactly what happens. Rambo sees the familiar sight of the Sky Demon rising up behind him, and there's no more time to hunt. He must flee, he must run. Rambo, no! Rambo! Rambo, no! Buddy, we've got to run! We've got to run, Rambo! They're trying to take us down! We've got to get out of the park, Rambo, before they tranquilize us. No! Rambo! Oh, buddy, we tried. And that's our first game over screen. It is time to try... No, Rambo. I know. Right, here we go. No, forward, Rambo. Forward. I know the lamppost. Oh, no, the lamppost. Oh, no, run, Rambo, run. We're going in the wrong direction, but if we run, maybe we'll be okay. Can we... Yes, we're through. Right, now back. Ignore the little creepy humans. Ignore the little flesh sharks. We must run. Look at him, looking up at the Sky Demon. No. Oh, just took a big one in the thigh. I think we're okay. I think we need 3 to go down. Keep on running, Rambo. Keep on. Oh, Jukes. Jukes, run, Rambo, run. No, Rambo. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. Come on, buddy. We got this. I can hear the Sky Demon behind us, but we just got to keep on going. The exit's down here. Run, Rambo, run. If we get out of the park, they can't get us anymore. I don't know why, but that has to be a rule, otherwise we're inevitably doomed. No, there's a hit on the left eye. Just keep running, Rambo. Just keep running. You're nearly through the gates, Rambo. No, Rambo, run, you can do it. Push. Oh no, they're right there. Oh, Rambo, you were so close. I need you to stop running for us. Right, there we go. Come on. Get your sprint on. The Sky Demon is back. It is approaching behind us. And that is a delicious looking group of people. Okay, good jukes. Oh, no, there's an early hit. Oh, no, Rambo, what are you doing? Oh, buddy, no. No, this ain't it. Oh, okay. Nope, there we go. That was a disaster. Come on, buddy. Come on. This is good. This is promising. We're near the gates. We're near the exit. Just keep on running. Just gotta get through the gates. Maybe bowl over some people along the way. Through the gates. Rambo, no. He can't get through. Oh, no. Oh, no. It's all gone wrong. It's all gone terribly wrong. Oh, no. Rambo. Oh, buddy. We were so close to freedom. I've had to move the Jurassic Park gates. I couldn't get through the gap. We got through the gap. Freedom lies beyond the gates, Rambo. I don't know how we're still going. It's kind of wild. Oh, you don't want to land on your face, buddy. As the snows begin to fall, a whole new experience for Rambo. And a sign he's getting close to home. Well, first experience he's had in 10 years. Obviously, it's not a new experience for him. He's feathered for a good reason. He's leaving the park behind him now. He's made it through, past the guards, finally. Past the screams and hordes. I think we all know what that's like. And he's out into the open world. Unfortunately, he knows. It's not quite that easy. It's never quite that easy. And there is an old foe. He's known for generations and generations. Their families at war since the days on Isla Sorna. And somewhere out there, stalking these waterways, is his old foe, his old rival. And I think Rambo knows that to get home, he's going to have to go through that rival. But for now, if nothing else, he can drink, he can relax, he can explore, he can stretch his legs, he can get away from the noise and the screams. Emerging from the shadow of the tree line, the Spinosaurus, that old foe. Long have they battled, long have they warred, and now the Spinosaurus is the last thing standing between Rambo and his home. Oh, I thought it wasn't interested. It's turning. Let the battle begin. The battle for this part of the world. The battle to be the apex predator of this part of the world. And I pressed the wrong button. Oh no. Oh no. Come on, Rambo. Come on, buddy. I know it hurts. I know. No, Rambo. No, you've been defeated, Rambo. No. Get back in there. We're not giving up. We are not giving up. Let me tell you. As the blood sun rises over the horizon. Come on, Rambo. Come on. Go on. No, Rambo! Rambo, no! Rambo, no! Rambo! Oh, what a brutal way to lose it. Oh, Rambo, you got so close. You got so close. Oh, my heart. My heart actually hurts. Wow. F to brace, G to power attack. F to brace, G to power attack. That's the wrong button. It's me letting Rambo down right now. I'll tell you that much. It's me letting him down. We drew first blood, but that's not enough. Death, punishment, revenge. And the river below the waterfall. The two titans clash once more. And for once I actually did bonus damage for literally the first time ever in my life. One big hit was all it took that time to drive the Spino away. Cannot be allowed to survive any longer. We have been battling beneath the waterfall for generations. It's like two old samurai, both at the end of their life, just fighting, and the end of the fight, they're just... It's like Pikachu versus Pikachu in the Pokemon movie. And at the end, they're not able to cast any powers, they're not able to do anything at all, except just whomp weakly on each other over and over again, till eventually one of them bleeds out and stops. Oh my god, the fight is never ending. They've literally been fighting for 2 days at this point. 2 days they've been battling each other. He couldn't get back up. He falls. He finally falls. He was weakened, weary from the fight, and he tried to get up for another round. He tried to rest through it, and he was unsuccessful. He finally goes down after generations of battle. And now Rambo, bloodied, bruised, cut, aching, can finally head home. Let's get you home, buddy. Let's get you home. I'm gonna follow the river down past the lights the flesh bags created. Down beyond where the Spino once roamed. Down here, I think. I don't really know, folks. We're gonna hope we stumble upon the right way to go, quite frankly. Follow the river, Rambo. Follow the river, pal. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere, at least. Just follow the river downstream towards the ocean. One final fence stands in our way. This is it, Rambo. This is all that lies between us and home after this humongous journey we've been on together. I need you to bash that fence down for me, buddy. And that's all I need from you right now. One last thing, pal. Bash that fence down and we've made it. Please. Please, Rambo. Please. He's struggling, and I don't know why. Maybe because it's the end of the journey. Maybe he's come so far and it's... You know, it's like you're working on a big project or you build something up in your head for a long time and you kind of get scared of taking that final step because what if it's just not what you dreamed of? What if you fail at the final hurdle? I don't like endings. But Rambo, we have to do it, buddy. We have to. Go on, Rambo. Go on, Rambo. You can do it. You can do it. Just a couple more hits. You've chosen the literal strongest piece of fence there is, but that's okay. That's okay. If you want to take that final bit of challenge, I understand. I just need you to get out of here. Come on. Couple more hits, pal. Couple more hits. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, Rambo. This is finally our time. Rambo, you break my heart. No, he's turning around. He's turning around. Come on, come on, come on, buddy. So close. Yes, good job, Rambo. Finally. Through the fence we go. Get your sprint on, buddy. Get your sprint on. Home sits waiting just beyond the ridge line. Beyond the snowy hills, betwixt the trees, down towards the coast if we just follow the river. We're nearly there if we just follow the river. I think we're there. I think we're there. I think we're home. And this is all home is for Rambo. Rambo doesn't have family to go back to. He doesn't really know where they are these days after what happened with the genetic facility. His home is just the wide open snowy plains down by the coast where he can hunt and live in freedom. No tech in sight, no park in sight. This is just where he lived and where he was raised and where he was breeding and living his life, but they've moved on. He's been away for 10 years now, so he returns to where he thought his family would be, but they're gone. Okay, folks, that was Rambo's journey. I will say the carnivore does not work as well as the small herbivore, to say the least. Of course, if you want to see the build part of this, we're not quite done yet. We will now build the park you see before you, and I'll talk about that process as we go through and what I was thinking at the time. I'll see you in a sec. So a very different challenge this week. I knew I wanted my Rex to be journeying downhill, giving the whole expedition a sort of sense of progression throughout, and that the bulk of my build would likely be taken up by the middle portion, i.e. the park itself. So I laid out a little bit of staggered landscape with 4 primary stages, each dropping lower than the last. Facility at the very top, overlooking everything else, the park, the Spinosaurus River, and then of course at the end, home sweet home. Ish. It turned out a little more depressing than I planned. That was a little off the cuff, I won't lie. For the facility itself, I once again didn't really go in with any big ideas. I really don't, ever. And I basically just started tossing down buildings in the hope that a shape would appear before me eventually, like a very boring ghost. The main focus of this area though had to be the dinosaur holding pen. This was to be the very beginning of the adventure, the very first thing we see, and it should set the tone for the Rex's aggression that would follow later on. He's been mistreated for most of his life. He needs his freedom. You can see how it's a horrible place he needs to break out from. He needs freedom. But he's also angry. He needs revenge. I continue to throw in buildings and pathwork, just kind of letting the decorations and buildings guide me with their own shapes, and trying to use the wall of the buildings to make a path through the area. I didn't want the Rex to break out and then just kind of walk in a straight line out of the facility, so some maze-like placement helps make the area feel a little bit more crowded, a little bit more ominous, a little bit more spooks. Of course, a few of these things had to be shifted around as we went along because the hitboxes were just too big for a carnivore like the Rex. The Dryosaurus is a lot easier to work with. Initially, the pens were barren and dull, but I really wanted a roof on top of them to kind of emphasize the abhorrent conditions. They're living in concrete, they don't even get to see the sun. Thanks to Kai's wee toolbox, that became a possibility. It was very, very finicky, but it was a possibility. But unfortunately, the roof also stops the dinosaurs from moving. It's why things like caves are very difficult to build as well. So we had to remove the roof from Rambo's pen, but we can keep it on the others, on the hybrids, to kind of emphasize the horrible conditions they've been in and, you know, what Rambo has suffered through in the past. With those roofs added and a few small decorations dotted about, it was time to move on. This little waterfall area was mainly because, well, I like making waterfalls, and I wanted a beautiful natural area that kind of emphasized the progress downhill because of how the water is flowing, and signified the end largely of the man-made structures that we're about to build. Now, I'd love to say I at least had an idea for the park a bit, but, well, all I knew was I wanted to avoid doing what I always do when it comes to park building, and that's a straight line from an arrival point straight through to an innovation center. It's a really easy way to lay out a park. It's a way that apes Jurassic World's Main Street. You can put all your decorations in the middle, you can put your shops to the side, it all makes sense. But I knew I wanted to mix it up at least a little bit. Now the park, like the security area, and this is partly why, had to be at least a little tricky to navigate so the Sky Demons would have time to hunt down the Rex and its escape attempts. Really though, I kind of just turned my music on and kind of vibed a little bit. I kind of got into building the park, started faffing around, it's very British that one, with path placement, making weird shapes. Again, no plan, just kind of, I'm going to click here, I'm going to click here, what does that do? That does that. Okay, let's work with that. I don't know if any of you did this game when you were kids, but you'd scribble all over a piece of paper and then you would have to turn that into something. You try to make characters and scenes out of the scribbles. That's kind of how I build, essentially. I knew I wanted an exhibit broaching the gap between the park and the security area, just to build up to the main event. And also, I really loved the idea from a guest perspective. Not only was it another fence for us to break, which is a positive, but I like the idea of the guests sitting there, the children sitting there having a lovely time, watching these herbivorous dinosaurs gallivanting around, because I knew it was something the Rex was going to hunt, not fight. And then they're just watching this Gallimimus, this adorable little Gallimimus, and then this Rex bursts through the forest in the distance and tears it to shreds. That's funny, right? I think that's funny. It was also important that the park was functional, both thematically and mechanically. Now, it had to be functional mechanically so guests would actually arrive, and therefore I'd have people to slaughter. So that's why there's things like a lagoon in there with a couple of megalodons. There's a few different dinosaur exhibits as well. And thematically, just to make the story a little bit more believable, we don't need all the decorations to get the guests in, but then when we're rampaging through the park, it feels more like we're rampaging through an actual park. I like the idea of doing something similar to this. This is an idea I had while scripting this video, and yes, this part is scripted. You wouldn't believe it, I know. But I love the idea of building a much bigger park, a gigantic park with myriad different things going on, and you play as a far smaller dinosaur. My head and my heart say a Jurassic Park the Game era Troodon, but maybe something slightly bigger than that. And you're spending your daytime evading capture and finding somewhere to sleep, and then at nighttime you come out and you hunt from the alleyways and from the back rooms, and you take down as many guests as you can, and you just try to survive in the park. Anyway, as with the security area, some of these decorations had to be shifted a little bit to let the Rex through. He's a big boy at the end of the day, I get it, this is why I don't go to Disney World, but the park stayed largely intact if you ignore the, the pile of corpses. One thing I did focus on here with the park is verticality. I think it's very, very easy to build flat, boring parks. I'm very guilty of it myself. And whilst the park is one level, there's no verticality in the pathwork, I tend to use a lot of tall buildings in the distance or just behind things, to making it look cooler, but also making it look all the more bewildering to a rogue Tyrannosaurus Rex. The final stage was, of course, populating the exhibits with dinosaurs. Herbivores to start with, to give us something to hunt. Kind of went for a Jurassic Park theme with that one. I think it's Pachycephalosaurus, Gallimimus, and Brachiosaurus. Didn't really think about it too much. The dinosaurs were, of course, less of focus this time around. It was more dinosaur versus man than dinosaur trying to survive dinosaur. But of course, saying that, we needed a Spinosaurus at the end as the main antagonist for Rambo. The idea that they'd maybe had run-ins in the past before Rambo got taken away from his home, and then as he's breaking out and as he's on the way back home, they run into each other again for the final time. And that was about it, folks. That was the entire experience. It may look less complex in some ways. It actually took quite a lot longer to build than the Gyrosaurus one, just because the park and especially the security area were very finicky, and obviously doing things like the roof was a pitter to say the least. The journey itself also took longer, mainly because Rambo didn't love breaking out of fences, to say the least. He did not love the idea of breaking out the fences. The big Rex is definitely much trickier to navigate with than the Gyrosaurus is, unfortunately. That is it from me and from Rambo. Thank you very much for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, please do throw me a like down below. Feel free to leave suggestions and comments in the comment section down below, funnily enough. And stick around, subscribe to the channel for more Jurassic World Evolution nonsense, and Jurassic and Dinosaur, and occasionally just general animal nonsense as well. Thank you so much for joining me. Cheers, much love as always. Bye-bye.